Hello friends, welcome to System Admin tutorial. Today I'll discuss a new topic, that is PXE server or Kickstart server. PXE server is otherwise called as Kickstart server, both are same. By using this PXE server, we can install our operating system in number of clients by using the LAN boot. Okay, at the time of booting from client, you are selecting from hard disk, local drive or CD drive. There is another option, that is LAN. By using this LAN, we can install our operating system which is pushed from the PXE server or Kickstart server. Okay, so by using this PXE server, we can reduce our time at the time of installation. Okay, whatever configuration we'll do at the PXE server, in the same way it can be installed at the client. Okay, that can be your manual selection or an unattended way of installation. Okay, you can select manually at the client, or you can configure the PXE so that without going to the client server, automatically it will get installed. Okay, so before going for the installation, there are some packages or services need to be done at PXE server end. That is, your DHCP should be enabled with a specific range of IP address which will be established or published through the network, so that client can acquire all the IP addresses. Okay, and another thing is FTP. Okay, FTP server is there, so that by using the FTP server we can share our operating system packages from the PXE. Okay, another one is the TFTP server, and one more thing, that is HTTP. Okay, which is used for the access of the packages, and yum repository should work properly. Okay, and the static IP address. So let's see what is the IP address of my server. Here this is the server IP, which is a static IP address. Okay, okay, here you see I have manually given all the IP address which is acting as a static IP address. Okay, on boot I have to make it as yes, so that after booting also the LAN card should be active. Okay, DNS I have given, gateway and IP address is also defined. Okay, now save the file. Enter or type command to continue. Okay, okay, what is done? So that is a user, this is a sudo user, so we have to switch to the root. Okay, now we are in a root user, so there will not be any permission issue. So first of all we have to check whether the FTP is installed or not. So rpm -qa ps ftpd. Okay, FTP package is installed. So you change the directory or create a directory at this location. mkdir-p is used to create a directory inside the path, that is where ftp pub. Inside that we have to create a folder, that is RHL. Okay, so change the directory to that new folder which we have created now. This is a practical which will take some time. The video can be longer than expected time, so the video can be shared into different parts. Okay, so change the directory. Okay, now in the directory which I have created now, so you have to install the okay, there is you see my media is connected to the run media SAT. Okay, so you change the directory to that. Okay, here you have to copy all the packages to our own directory. Okay, it is copying all the packages from my media or the operating system DVD. It will take some time, so till that time I will keep my video paused so that the video cannot be longer. You see all the packages installed to my own drive, that is RHL directory. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll stop the firewall service. System city. Okay, we'll change the AC Linux also, and then for 0. Now we have to create a yum repository. So for yum repository we have to go to our yum folder, that is etc yum.repos.d. Here you will see there is no yum repository available. So now you do one thing, create a repository in the name of local.repo. Here you have to give a name. Okay, and then name equal to local yum. Okay, and the base URL will be here. We are using file, so 2/ is there, one for the root, then we will give the /fp/4. Okay, Now enable point to 1 GPG check also 0 live save. Okay, like this you have to create a repository, save the file. Now you have to clean all the old temp files. Okay, now you have to run this command, create repo hyphen okay. I will go this where pp pop directory. Okay, here repo data directory is there. You also go there, repo data. Okay, inside that you will find all the XML files. You see, the XML file is there, one XML file. Okay, so you have to copy that XML file to our own directory. T76. Okay, to pp pub rhl here to okay, this is the command you have to use. Now create repo hyphen v keep in the complete directory. Now it is getting the XML file. Reread all the files. Okay. After reading all the files, it is creating the database. Okay, everything completed successfully. Now this is the part of the yum repository completed. Okay, so yum is on, so that all the same files cleared, and after that you have to run command yum repo list. Okay, you see the local repo is there, repo name, and the repo list, the number of RPM files showing is 4389, and successfully we have created the repository, local repository. Okay, so after this we have to configure what is the next requirement. After FTP we have to also configure the HTTP and the DHCP. So for this HTTP you have to install the HTTP package. Okay, HTTPD-y. I'm installing the HTTP package. You see my installation already started. Once the installation will complete, we will do the rest of the configuration for the HTTP. So we have completed the prerequisites. One is static IP we have assigned, then yum repository we have completed. Now we are doing the HTTP. The installation is also completed. Now what you have to do? You have to create a symlink file. Okay, so that the files, all the OS package files be added into the HTML, so that we can access using the web page. Okay, you see the symlink file is created. Okay, so after that we have to restore the configuration. R also restore this directory also. Okay, it is completed. Now we have to start the service. HTTPD, we have to restart the service, and also you have to restart the FTP service. Okay, now you have to make it permanent by using system HTTPD. So okay, all the services enabled, and service also restarted. Now we have to do the DHCP configuration. Okay, DHCP and TFTP. After that, at the last, we will do the kickstart configuration. Okay. We'll install all the packages in a single command. Okay. Linux, XML, TFTP server and DHCP. Okay, everything installed. Now we'll go for the next step, that is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is to create a directory. To create a configuration file for the PXE inside this TFTP. Okay. Now copy all the sample file from there. What is this sample file? You can say XE Linux. Okay. To copy the sample file, user share syslinux pxe linux.0 to our directory, that is where then php boot. Okay, successfully I have copied it. Next, open the file. Okay. Here by default it is disabled, so you have to enable it by changing from yes to no. Okay. Now restart the service. System setting enable. Okay, successfully we have restarted the service. Next what we'll do, we'll go for the DHCP configuration. CP, all the sample files are stored in the user share doc folder. Okay, so we have to copy this sample file to our configuration folder, that is etc dhcp.conf. Okay, right? Yes. Now to edit the file using the film editor. If you say dhcpd dhcpd.conf, okay, this is the complete configuration file of the DHC, so be careful while editing anything. So first of all, we go to the insert mode and allow booting. The first parameter we have to add is allow booting. Okay, you add these two lines, then you go to the next line, that is okay. This is the subnet defined here. Just comment the line. Next here, okay, here we have to change as per our requirement. One 192.168.0.190. Netmask will be new, so range will be I will define class A and the range will be okay. And option routers will be, clear all this. I will add my own server IP address. My server IP address is 106. Okay. Default-lease-time will define, it is always in second. Okay. Okay. Done. And here also we'll change the IP address. Okay, and in the option broadcast, here also I will provide my server IP from which it will boot 0.106. Then you have to provide the file name. Here also you have to give your server IP address. Okay, now you just comment all rest of the line. Okay, now we have commented all the rest of the line. Now save the file. Okay, now you have to restart the service. Okay, completed. Now we have to configure the TFTP server. So the directory, I have to copy the init file. So, okay, completed. Again, I'll copy another file. Let's get that to leave TFTP boot. Okay, now change the directory to TP for okay. Here I have to copy one file, that is star to okay, all files from ISO Linux to TFTP boot. It will ask 2 times to confirm. 2 times I have provided yes. Completed. Okay. Next we have to create a new file where we have to give the some parameter at the time of installation. Okay. here we have to keep the name. For unattended installation, we will write some script. Okay. With the name space. Okay. This will be displayed out while you will select to boot from LAN from client. Kernel. Now append some file. BIOS 0 KS go RAM base equal to 1 authority to authority.ing equal to here we have to put the address of the server. Okay, we are giving the name as client.c. And now IPv6 server file. Now you have to restart all the service. Okay. Now we'll go for the kickstart configuration. Already we have installed everything is working properly. So now I'll show you one thing. Okay. Now you install the system config. Okay. This is the beginning of the kickstart installation, so be careful. Okay, installation completed. So now type system config kickstart. Okay, click enter. Okay, the pop-up screen open. So here you have to select all the parameters through which the OS will install at the client. The time zone, what is the time zone? We'll select and we'll go down and down because our time zone is different. We'll come into Kolkata. Okay, here it is, the time zone, Kolkata. Next you give the root password. Next what will be the root password after installation. Okay. Next installation method is HTTP. HTTP server is 106. Here the directory will be for RG. Next partition information you have to provide. If you want any partition, let root. What will be the size? Okay. Click OK. Then add another partition. Root. Next are three partitions required. One is slash, one is boot, another one is the swap. Okay, here you see all the three partitions created. I will go to the network configuration. Add network configuration. I'm giving EMP authentication. You can give a firewall configuration and display configuration. Here you have to select install a graphical environment. Package installation. Install post installation script. Okay. If you want any user or anything, you can put the script here, so that after installation, the post installation configuration will be done here. Okay. After providing all those configuration, you have to save the file. Okay. Where you have to save? Go to this file system. Inside the pub, that is where, then FTP, then pub. Inside this you have to save the file. Okay, I will go to that where FTP pub. That's okay. Client.cfc is there. Client.cfc folder is there. Okay. Now you have to open another file, that is root anaconda.cfg. Okay. At the end there is, these are the lines, so you have to copy all these lines. Okay. Copy these lines. start this line also. Now save the file. Okay, now you have to restart the service. Okay, please check. Check whether we are able to access or not. Yes, everything working fine. Okay, all the configurations are showing through HTTP. HTTP is working properly. So minimize this. We have done completely all the steps. Okay, what are the steps? Once again I discuss, that is static IP we have configured. Okay, and DHCP also we have configured. FTP we have configured. TFTP also we have configured. HTTP also we have configured, and Kickstart also we have configured. Okay, now I would one thing, you restart all the services. Okay. DHCP. All the services we have restarted successfully. Now what we will do, we will see from the client whether we are able to boot from the client or not. Okay, here in the booting menu at the boot device priority we have to select network boot. Okay, so save this setup by pressing it. Okay, yes, it will search from the network.